Part 13 Examples on Set Theory. Now let us start from example number. Example number 1 says that which of the following are sets? A. 1, 2, 3. This is what? Not sets, because the numbers 1, 2, 3 is not enclosed by the braces. B. The set containing 1, 2, 3. This is what's not a set, because this set 1, 2, 3 is not what enclosed by this brace. እነዚህ ሴቶች ሴት ኮንቴኒንግ 1 2 እና 3 ሴት ለመሆን እዚህ ሴት ውስጥ መግባት ነበረባቸው ወይም ብሬስ ያስፈልጋቸዋል። በተመሳሳይ ሲም ሴት ኮንቴኒንግ ሴት 1 2 3 ነው የሚለን። ይሄም ሴት አይደለም። ለምን? ይሄ ሴት ለመሆን ሌላ ብሬስ ያስፈልጋል። ብሬስ ውስጥ ቢገቡ ኖሮ ሴት ኮንቴኒንግ 1 2 3 is not enclosed by this set. As a result, the set containing 1 the set containing the set 1 2 3 is not a set. The set containing 1 the set 2 3 this is a set. set መሆን ይችላል። ኤሌመንቶቹ እነማን ናቸው? እዚህ ጋር 1 እና set containing 2 እና 3 ናቸው ኤሌመንቶቹ። E the set containing 1 2 A B this is also a set. ይሄም ሴት ናቸው። ሴት ውስጥ ስለተጻፉ ሁለተኛ let A be a set of positive even integers less than 50 then find the truth values of each of the following. now እዚህ ጋር ምን አለን? ሴት A የሚባለው ፖዚቲቭ ኢቭን ኢንቲጀርስ less than 50 ያዘ ነው። ከ15 በታች የሆኑትን ፖዚቲቭ ኢቭን ኢንቲጀሮችን ያዘ ስብስብ ነው። ስለዚህ የኤ ስብስብ ወይም ደግሞ ሴት ኤ የሚባለው 2 4 6 8 10 12 እና 14 ናቸው ማለት ነው። now በዚህ መሰረት A 15 is an element of A የሚለው this is false። ለምን? 15 is not what an element of A 15 የሚባል ሴት A ውስጥ ስለሌለ። B the set containing minus 1 6 is an element of A የሚለው this is also false because minus 16 is not an element of A. There is no negative 16 in this set A. C empty set is an element of A. This is false. Why? Empty set is not an element of A, but it is a subset of A. D 12 is proper subset of A. This is false. Why? This 12 is an element, not a proper subset. Therefore 12 proper subset of A የሚለው false ይሆናል። ለምን? proper ለመሆን 12 የሚባለው ሴት ውስጥ መግባት ነበረበት። ወይም ሴት ውስጥ በሴት መልኩ ቢጻፍ ኖሮ ወይም ብሬስ ውስጥ ገብቶ ሴት ኮንቴኒንግ 12 ቢሆን ኖሮ ፕሮፐር ሰብሴት ኦፍ ኤ መሆን ይችል ነበር። ነገር ግን 12 ብቻውን ፕሮፐር ሰብሴት ኦፍ ኤ መሆን ስለማይችል ፎልስ ይሆናል። E the set containing 2 8 14 is an element of A ነው የሚለን ነው። ይሄ ደግሞ ኤሌመንት መሆን አይችልም። the set containing 2 8 1 4 ኤሌመንት ሳይሆን ሰብሴት ነበር መሆን ያለበት። ስለዚህ set containing 2 8 1 4 is an element of A የሚለው false ይሆናል። because the set containing 2 8 1 4 is what? It is a set, not an element. Therefore if this is not an element, rather than it is what? Subset of A. F the set containing 2 3 4 is a proper subset of A. The set containing 2 3 4 subset of A. It is not subset because the element or the numbers this 3 is not what? An element of A. 3 is የA አባል ስለሆነ the set containing 2 3 4 subset of A የሚለው false ይሆናል። G the set containing 2 4 an element of A ነው የሚለን። the set containing 2 4 an element of A የሚለው false ይሆናል። ምክንያቱም ሴት ውስጥ ነው ያለው። ይሄ ሴት ብሬሶች ቢጠፉ ኖሮ ኤሌመንት መሆን ይችላል። ነገር ግን the set containing 2 4 የሚለው subset of A መሆን ይችል ነበር። ነገር ግን እዚህ ጋር ኤሌመንት ስለሚል the set containing 2 4 element of A የሚለው false ይሆናል ማለት ነው። H empty set is proper subset of A. This is true because empty set is proper subset of any set ስለሆነ። I the set containing 246 is subset of A ነው የሚለው this is false because there is no 246 የሚባል ነገር የለንም 2,46 ነበር መሆን ያለበት for the set containing 2,4,6 is subset of A ቢኖረው true ይሆን ነበር ነገር ግን the set containing 246 subset of A መሆን ስለማይችል false ይሆናል find the truth values of each of the following and justify your conclusion. A. Empty set is a subset of empty set. This is true. Why? Any set is what? Subset of itself. So similarly, B. The set containing 1, 2 is a subset of the set containing 1, 2. This is true. Why? Any set is a subset of itself. So, C. The set containing empty sets is an element of A for any set A. This is false. Lemon empty sets the set containing empty set የሚባል A አባሎስ ስለማይኖር the set containing empty set is an element of A የሚለው false ይሆናል. D. The set containing empty set is subset of an element for any set A. This is also what? False. Why? The set containing empty set is not subset of A ስለሆነ እዚህ ጋር subset መሆን ስለማይችል ብረሱ ቢጠፋ ኖሮ empty set ብቻ እስከዛ empty set is subset of A ይሆናል empty set is subset of A የሚለው ደግሞ which is true because empty set is subset of any set ስለሆነ E. The numbers 5, 7 is a subset of the set containing 5, 6, 7, 8 ነው የሚለን this is what? False. Why? The numbers is 5, 7 is not written in the sets. Set ውስጥ አልተጻፉም ብቻቸውን ነው ወይም ብሬስ ውስጥ ቢገቡ ኖሮ ጥሩ ነበር የሚሆነው ነገር ግን 5, 7 is subset of the set containing 5, 6, 7, 8 የሚለው ስለማይሆን false ይሆናል F. Empty set is an element of the set containing the sets containing empty set or in double place of empty set. Now this is false since this empty set is not an element of the double place of empty set ማለት ነው ስለዚህ ኤሌመንት መሆን ስለማይችል empty set is an element of the double place of empty set የሚለው false ይሆናል G. For any set A is subset of A is proper subset of an element. For any set A is proper subset of A. This is false since any set is not a proper subset of itself. ስለሆነ ማለት ነው ስለዚህ A proper subset of A የሚለው false ይሆናል H. The set containing empty set is equal with empty set. This is false since the set containing empty set has one element but empty set has no an element therefore they are not equal or they are different therefore the set containing empty set is equal to empty sets የሚለው false ይሆናል number 4 for each of the following sets find its power set ነው power set እንፈልግ ነው የሚለን now እዚህ ጋር the set containing AB ነው የሚለን ዘን AB እዚህ ጋር አንድ ኤሌመንት ነው or n is equal to 1 ነው n is equal to 1 ካለን the number of power set of A ስንት ነው ማለት to the power of 1 to ሁለት አባል ብቻ አለው therefore the power set of the sets AB is equal with the set containing empty set the set AB therefore it has what two elements empty set and the set containing AB ስለዚህ ሁለት ኤሌመንት ብቻ አለው ማለት ነው number B The set containing 1, 1.5 and now how we can find the power set of this here the number of elements for the given set is which is 2 then we have 2 the power of 2 which is 4 number of power set of this set 1, 1.5 now the power set of 1, 1.5 is which is equal with empty set the set containing 1 the set containing 1.5 and itself the set which is 1, 1.5 how many elements are there here 1 2 3 4 or how many numbers here we have two elements therefore if we have two elements then the number of power set of this given set is which is to the power of 2 which is 4 C. The set containing AB Now, what is the power set of the set containing AB? Since we have the number of elements of the given set is 2, then the power set of the set containing AB has what? 4 or 2 to the power of 2, which is 4 elements for the given power set. Therefore, the power set of the set containing AB becomes set containing set, the set containing A, the set containing B, and the set containing A, comma B. D. The set containing A, 0.5, x. Then how we can find the power set of this nominal? Now here we have 3 number of elements. Now if the number of elements of which is equal to 3, then the number of power set of the given set is to the power of 3, which is 8. Therefore, the power set of the given set, which is A, 0.5, x, will be the set containing A with set, the set containing A, the set containing 0.5, the set containing x, the set containing A, 0.5, the set containing A, x, the set containing x, 0.5, and it's the set which is the set containing 0.5, x. Number 5. How many subsets and the proper subsets do the sets that contains exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, and 20 elements have? Now, the number of elements for the given set is given here. Then we need to find subsets, the number of subsets and the proper subset for the given number of elements. Now, as a solutions, let n be a number of elements. Then using the formula, which is using the formula to the power of n. Now let us find the number of subset and the proper subset if the number of n is given. Now for the number n is equals to 1, then the number of subset becomes to the power of 1. For n is equals to 2, to the power of 2. For n is equals to 3, to the power of 3. For n is equals to 4, to the power of 4. For n is equals to 8, to the power of 8. For n is equals to 10, to the power of 10. And for n is equals to 20, which is 10 to the power of 20. And then what is the number of proper subsets? The number of proper subsets using the formula to the power of n minus 1. Then we have for n is equals to 1, we have to the power of 1 minus 1, and to the power of 2 minus 1, to the power of 3 minus 1, to the power of 4 minus 1, to the power of 8 minus 1, to the power of 10 minus 1, and to the power of 20 minus 1 respectively. And questions number 6. How many elements does set A contains if it has A 64 subsets? Now እዚህ ጋር subset of 64 ከሆነ ኤሌመንቱን ነው የምንፈልገው። then by using the formula to the power of n is number of subset ከሆነ then to the power of n is equal to 64 ይሆናል። But 64 means to the power of 6. Now, as a result, we have to the power of n is equal to the power of 6, then n is equal to 6. Therefore, if set A has 64 subsets, then we have the number of elements for this subset is 6. B, 31 proper subset. If sets as 31 proper subsets, then what or how many elements for this set nominal? Now using the formula to the power of n minus 1, which is the number of proper subset of the given set, then to the power of n minus 1 is equal to 31. Then by taking on the right hand side, which is minus 1, or by adding both sides plus 1, we have to the power of n is equal to 31 plus 1, which is 32. But 32 is to the power of 5, then we have to the power of n minus to the power of 5. No, to the power of n is equals to the power of 5 በማድረግ then n is equals to 5 elements ይኖረዋል ማለት ነው። C number of proper subset ነው የሚለን። Number of proper subset, no proper subset, there is no proper subset. That means if the number of proper subset is 0 ማለት ነው but by using the formula to the power of n minus 1 is the number of proper subset then to the power of n minus 1 is equals to 0 ይሆናል then by taking or by adding both sides plus 1 we have to the power of n is equals to 1 but 1 means to the power of 0 therefore to the power of n is equals to the power of 0 then as a result n is equals to 0 ይሆናል ማለት ነው the 255 proper subset since by using the number of proper subset of the given sets then we have the formula to the power of n minus 1 here the number of proper subset is given 255 therefore to the power of n minus 1 is equal to 255 then adding both sides plus 1 then we have to the power of n is equal to 256 but 256 is what which is to the power of 8 then to the power of n is equal to the power of 8 as a result n is equal to 8 elements. Number 7 find the truth values of each of the following. Number A empty set is element of power set of n yeah it is true here we have empty set እዚህ ጋር empty set አለ then ይሄኛው element መሆን ይችላል ማለት ነው b for any set a empty sets for any set a empty set is subset of power set of n for any set a empty set is which is a subset of power set of a yeah which is true because empty set is a subset of any set ስለሆነ c for any set a empty set is a subset of power set of n now for any set a የትኛውም set ከሆነ then a is a subset of power set of n this is false because the set a should be to be a subset of power set of a then those sets should be enclosed by the braces ወይም ደግሞ በሶስ ወይም ሴት ውስጥ ቢገባ ኖሮ a the set containing a ቢል ኖሮ is true ነበር የሚሆነው but here one is a subset of power set of a የሚለው false ይሆናል d for any set a is proper subset of power set of n የሚለን ይሄ ደግሞ false ነው ለምን set a proper subset of power set of a መሆን ስለማይችል ይሄንኛው የሚሆነው ምን ሲሆን ነበር set ያችን ብረስ ውስጥ ቢገባ ኖሮ ብረስ ውስጥ ጨምረው ቢኖር መሆን ይችል ነበር ነገር ግን አሁን መሆን አይችልም ማለት ነው